Just going to show you a couple of really cheap and easy stick handling tools. First one's a hockey ball. All you need is a standard golf ball and some of this aluminum tape. And just take that off a little bit at a time. Wrap it around the ball as evenly as you can. I tend to just tear it off and then go the other direction with it. And do that a few times. And then you want to tap that down with a hammer or some other spatula or something to flatten that out. Otherwise it's going to move around on you a lot. Maybe put 5 or 6 layers of that on there, and you get something that looks like this eventually. And as you use them more, they start to look more like that. So really cheap and easy hockey ball to make. All right, so we have our hockey balls made. This is a really cheap weighted puck. This is the Bobby Orr method. Bobby Orr used to do this when he was a kid. You just take your puck. I'm going to take the Magic 8 ball here so I know that this is a weighted one. And you might want to spray paint them or something just so you know the difference. But just take a nail that's shorter than the diameter of the puck and pound it in there. You don't necessarily need to tap them down with one of these guys with a punch. If you hit it enough times, it'll go in and then the rubber will pop out on the other side of it. So maybe a couple dozen nails into this guy and you'll start to really see the difference in the weight. All right, so to make a good puck for smooth concrete, if you have a smooth concrete floor, you can do a variety of things. I've tried a bunch of different ones. Small screws, they don't have as good of a glide because of the Phillips head hole. You need something with a smooth bottom. Tacks work okay, but they elevate the puck up a little bit too much and gives you a false sense of a rise. So when you're shooting, it makes it easier to lift it. I like these. They're called escutcheon pins, I guess. They're pretty small, they have a pretty tiny head on them, and they provide a lot of pretty good glide. So just hammer them in. Don't put them in too deep, otherwise they won't ride on the head. And I usually do 6 or 8 around the edge. These work great for our puck passing machine that we're going to make next. There you go. So you want them just a little bit above the top of the puck. Coach Marty here again. We've got to build a puck passing machine today. So what I've got here is basically out is just 3 pieces that go on the bottom. So these two 1x12s. I've got one full one that's been split down just a few inches. So we've got a total roof depth of 17 inches. And then 2 13-inch 2x4s are going to go here. And this treated 36-inch piece is going to be here. It's a little bit heavier, gives us some weight. And then this exercise band is going to go around the outside. And then that will, you'll notice that you want to use a heavy duty or a medium duty band that's just slightly less than the thickness of the 2x4. You can use a thicker, heavier band, which we may need to do. This is an experiment here. I usually use the thicker band that's a little bit bigger, but I have to shim that so that the band goes underneath the roof. You'll see that in a minute. So first thing I'm going to do is flip this over and then screw it together. The whole thing costs about $40. $35 of that is the exercise band. So first thing we're going to do is square up these end pieces. So we've got a nice 90-degree angle here. And we'll lay down our roof, make that flush with the front. And then the back. I'm using screws that are just a little bit taller than this is thick. So I have to be careful not to go through into the carpeting below. I want to put these in at a bit of an angle, and then if anything pokes through, I'm going to pound it down with a hammer. Alright, so we've got that all screwed down now, and that's what it looks like from the bottom. So now I just need to stretch this guy around it, which can be a little bit tricky sometimes. That's pretty tight, I like it. So you want the band to be flush with the bottom. Otherwise the puck will slip underneath it. Now what you want to do is take a small nail and pound it just above the band. And then pound it down so that doesn't come off. That's it. So let's go give it a try and see if it works. Alright, I've got one of our puck passing pucks that we built earlier. And it's got pretty good kickback.